Hi everyone, it's Tiffany. Today I want to share with you meditation resources, and I've also included the full list from UCSD. You can explore all the different meditation practices. Each one is a little different. The first one I want to share with you is contemplative meditation, also known as letting go. Below is a video from Father Richard Rohr. I highly encourage you to watch maybe the first 30 minutes. Letting go is not only about letting go of your anger or frustration. It is letting go of everything that gives you pride, your ego, your job title, your bank account, because they are valuable to you. They can become a distraction. When you are letting go of all those distractions because they pull you away from your center, when you are meditating, thoughts about them, about things you need to do will come up. Once you let go of everything, you can really be with yourself, your true self, your inner self, or your spirit. Then you can communicate with that spirit. And during moments of silence is when your spirit can communicate with you. Otherwise, you're too busy entertaining thoughts. But once you let those things go, you can find peace. To be one with your spirit, your mind needs to stop thinking. If you drive a car continuously, you will burn out the engine. With your mind, you need to allow it time to rest. During meditation, thoughts will pop up, and that's a natural process. And for beginners, I recommend you keep a journal, jot it down. When you are done meditating, write down a plan of action for those thoughts. Because our mind is trained to remind us, if you take time to settle those thoughts, say, okay, I'm going to work on it next week on Thursday. If your mind knows that you are taking care of those actions, it will stop reminding you, and eventually there's nothing else to remind you of, and then you can sit down and meditate. Like cars on the freeway, each thought, each worry represents a car. So acknowledge them and then let them go. Let the cars drive by, let the thoughts go by. For beginners, the first 20 minutes will probably be you addressing those thoughts. So after the 20 minutes, you'll get into your zone. Understand that interruptions will pull you out of that zone. If you follow the links below, there are several examples to start with. You can do a body scan, openness, compassion, or just to check in with yourself. Imagine it this way. You're a business and there's multiple people managing that business. Each person wants you to succeed, and they have different roles. However, if you do not check in with them regularly, they will try to find ways to talk to you, and sometimes it's inappropriate ways like destructive behaviors or acting out or through anger. And so it's really important that you check in with your team members. If you feel you're stressed out, you can ask yourself, what's the root cause of my stress? And if you're really busy, ask yourself, did I overcommit myself? Did I pick up more projects than I can handle? Is it because I'm insecure about my job right now, so I want to feel effective? Is it avoidance? Is it trying to fill up your time at work so you don't have to deal with household issues? Check in with yourself regularly to ask yourself what's going on. I recommend that you find a safe space to do this, a comfortable, relaxing space. Ideally, your space shouldn't have a lot of to-do lists, because when you're in those type of environment, all you can think about are those things that you need to do, and it's very distracting. Anything that's negative as well, that bring up negative emotions, or clutter. Clutter drains a lot of energy. It blocks good energy flow. It's a reminder of the things we need to do, which add more stress. I would highly recommend lavender. It's known to decrease stress. As you breathe in and out, just smell your scent. How does it smell like? What does it remind you of? Mindfulness meditation is another word for paying attention to what's going on around you. We tend to be on autopilot. On your phone, autocorrect assume what the words you're trying to type and put it in, and sometimes it's incorrect. It's not even close. Mindfulness is about making conscious decision. It's being aware of why you made that decision and experiencing the moment instead of rushing. If you have uncomfortable feeling that you have been avoiding, ask yourself, why does it make you uncomfortable? A sadness is just sadness. It's a feeling. It's different from happiness, but it's not bad because there are richness in sadness. Sit and embrace it. Embrace how it feels and why does it make you sad? What connection do you have with it? Many people see suffering and then they try to avoid suffering, but there are connections that people make with one another who have experienced suffering. So there's positive side to suffering. There's positive side to sadness. We shouldn't avoid all of the negative feelings and only try to obtain the positive feelings, because that's like only experiencing one or two colors of the rainbow. The rest of the colors of the rainbow are beautiful and sometimes they blend and it's great. Try to experience it all, and that's what the human experience is about. So as you go on this week, I would really love it if you can take off autopilot, take off autocorrect, and experience the food that you're eating. When you're walking from the car to your workplace, notice the flowers, notice the rocks, notice the people passing by. Look at people in the eyes and notice who's talking to you. That's it for today. Thank you. I will see you next time.